And basically, I think the most beneficial thing would be, so I'm going to be cold calling, and I'm also working with buyers, sellers in real estate, and then I have personal branding, right? Where like it's just they like me personally. They may not want to buy real estate.
Angler marketing.
Yeah, or some they like England marketing. Maybe they just like the content I put out,
Yeah.
right? Because they think I'm a douchebag. Maybe they hate me, right? That's the three ways people are coming in, or England marketing, right? But I would like to have something where, and I've tried to play around with it, and I'm going to show you. I tried to build out a workflow,
Yeah.
but it's just very beginner. And it's probably, I think it's broken. I can't get it to work quite right.
I am at your disposal. However I can help.
I was like, what can I do to make James' life easier? Maybe I made it harder though. All right, so basically, I mean, I've imported leads.
Mm-hmm.
I created 3 different pipelines.
Okay.
I have no idea if this is what if this is what it's actually supposed to be.
Right. Right.
Um,
Some round numbers there.
yeah, and this is like what it, as far as the process, what made sense to me. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to actually look like.
I don't think there's any hard and fast rules. This is supposed to fit your needs.
Yeah, but and then kind of the personal brand funnel, I was like, okay, they're going to watch content. They subscribe to socials, subscribe to newsletter. They buy a small product, then a big product, eventually hit them with an offer, or they go to an event.
Mm-hmm.
They purchase a downsell at the event or an upsell. And if not, then they just repeat, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes sense in my brain.
Do you look at this? Do you ever look at this from the opportunities tab? That's how I actually usually look at it.
So
Is it's
this is,
the same? It's the same thing. So, but you go.
this seems harder to me.
Really? No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But I just want you to know that. So yeah, that when you're moving those, so there's your 3 different things there. Go ahead and.
Yo, how are you doing there, bro?
I do this for a living now. So, yeah. So I just want you to be aware that when you can drag these cards to, that's how you're actually going to move them around sometimes, right? Is go ahead and grab one of them and grab yourself there and drag it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. So and also when you do that, it can send emails or text messages too. And when they book an appointment, it will automatically take it from here and stick it there. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that make
I did.
sense?
So you can force them to the next step.
Yeah, yeah. So really, a lot of this gets automated. Like I said, if they come and book an appointment, here, let's go keep this here. Go ahead and duplicate this for me. Duplicate this for me. Yeah, right click.
Duplicate the tab.
Yeah, right click on the tab and hit duplicate. What that does is it leaves it here. It makes me a new one starting from the same spot. Now go to automations here. I just got to show you this real quick.
Okay.
So there's 2 things that you got to know about this. Go ahead and make me a new workflow. So you got to know this here. Pipeline. Yep. Click on that if you will. And then go do a search for pipeline. Pipeline stage changed. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and add filter. In pipeline. And it's going to be one of those 3. Right?
Okay. Man, this is complex now.
Yeah, one more filter, then the stage. So what's the current status of that guy, right? He's a new lead. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's not do that. Let's just pick a different one. Let's say hot lead. Okay. Now hit save trigger.
Okay.
Actually come back now. That's the generic name. Let's go ahead and rename this a little bit better. Right here where my thing is, say I just changed to a hot lead in the buyer's real estate pipeline. Something that tells you what that is. Yep. To hot in buyer's real estate. Perfect. Yeah, you got to kind of keep it short because there's only so many. There's only so many characters, but I'm working on getting that longer for you. Okay, so save trigger. Okay, so now you get to ask yourself, what do I want to automatically do whenever someone has now changed to be hot. I want to alert myself, right? Or alert my sales guy, so I can send my. Go ahead, so go do an internal message, right? So yeah.
See, this is something I played around with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do it, man.
Right there.
Send internal message, right?
Yeah. And you got to pick email or text.
Okay.
Perfect. And then pick your user. You could actually put it to a certain, you could put it to a certain cell phone number, but better if you like pick the user and then actually pick it that's from the system. There you go. Send it to yourself. And then this is, hey, custom, hi. Yeah. And you hit custom values here and say contact first name or full name it has just become a hot lead, right? So now you have that pattern to work with. Okay. Yes, exactly. Yep. Save that action. You could name this better, of course, like that's the same idea, right? So text myself, I got a hot lead or something, whatever you want to do, but just try not to leave it. Yeah. Try not to leave it that way. And
okay. So that keeps you more organized. I got you.
So let's yeah, it does. It helps you read. Now I can read what happens here and I can read what happens here from without digging into each step, right? And if you want to put more comments on it, go ahead and click right here. So there's like a little 3 dots thing, hover over. Yeah. You can actually put more detailed comments about what you're doing and why, and your business processes, just explaining why you did what you did in the workflow.
So you can go more detail.
Yeah, you can put a lot more information in there. If I'm sending something over to Zapier from here, I might actually use the Zapier URL and put that in the notes. So 3 weeks from now, when I'm coming in here trying to change it or update it, I can easily go back to Zapier, the exact Zap, right? Have you used Zapier?
I know I want to use it.
Yeah.
I've been told for what I want to do, I will need it, but I have no idea how to use it.
Okay, well that's great. I'm happy to help. But yeah, let's go ahead and name this workflow a little bit better, which is basically you're going to do the same thing. You're going to say it's a hot lead, whatever. You know how to name it however you want, right? Hot buyer lead. Text me when a hot buyer lead comes in, something.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
It's whatever makes sense. Eventually though, you're going to get smarter and you're going to start saying, okay, this is how they start. I'm going to name that 1 and 1A and then 1B and then 2 and 3. And you're actually going to have like a nice little naming convention. That way, when you see all these together outside of this, you can actually kind of start to see your processes in just the name of your workflows. Okay.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and hit draft here and flip that to published. Now this thing's live, right? I mean, you could turn that off if you don't really want that live yet, but that's what you would do to actually make that live.
Okay.
So do you want to leave it live or do you want to keep it in draft?
I'm gonna turn this one off for now.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing because it's not ready yet. So you need to know this pattern, right? To work with the opportunities. There's another pattern that you need to know as well. Go ahead and come back out to here and go ahead and duplicate that tab again. Are you okay if this turns into an episode of the marketing show?
Sounds good. Let's do it, bro.
All right. And if anyone needs to get in touch with your guys' services, you can definitely shoot me your link and I'll put a link in the description. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and now go to, as long as we're on that new tab that you duplicated, let's go back to automations. And you now need to, let's go make a new workflow. And from scratch, create new workflow. Okay. This time, this is almost more important. Let's say that this is started from an appointment, right? So start that guy and I think it probably appointment status. I don't know. Let's look at it.
Customer booked an appointment
or the top one.
Okay.
Event type. Okay. Add a filter. Yep. Select that in calendar. Yep. Calendar 1. Okay, I guess. Okay, keep going. And appointment status. Sure, let's do that. It's confirmed. Let's see, what else is there? Yeah, keep going. Is there anything else that we could use? Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good enough. So now what do we have? We have a confirmed appointment in calendar 1. We could name this better, right? So new appointment in calendar 1. Might want to name that better at some point, right? Would it make more sense? New appointment in calendar 1. Okay. Perfect. So save that. Yep, perfect. Now we have the flip side of this, which is here, and it is create update opportunity. So I always just search for it up here, whatever I'm looking for. Yep, create update opportunity. Now you get to pick, where do I want to, when this thing happens, where should I move them to automatically? Right?
Okay.
So pick that one. Let's say I'm looking for a stage that has something to do with appointment booked, right? Appointment confirmed.
Okay.
Then you can name that card, or if it's an update, so I can either make a brand new one, right? Or I could move a card. If it's brand new, I'm gonna fill this out. Okay.
Okay.
If it's brand new, I'm gonna fill it out. But if I'm just moving someone along, then I'm gonna leave this blank, and it will just keep it from before. So that's why it's called create or update opportunity, depending on how you fill this stuff out. Okay, so let's pretend like we're just updating a card. Yep. So let's just hit save here for now. And then you could save that. Yep, and then you could name it better. So now what are we saying? Hey, when an appointment is booked, put them in the that appointment booked stage. Now, this is great for the sake of example, but really how this is going to look is they're going to book, you're going to confirm it, you're going to tell yourself about the booking, and you're going to have a step that looks like this, and you're going to, start to remind them about the appointment, right? This is all going to be, everything that's going to happen off of that book appointment is going to happen here, and just one of the steps is just going to flip that card over to a different spot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how it's going to get there, but I know it's possible.
Yes. Yes. So that, when you use these ideas, that will keep those cards. And then when you go back to where we started, now at the beginning, and then you go and look at your dashboard, right? Then when you actually look at this thing, where's that funnel thing at? Right there. Then when you look at this thing, it's actually reflecting.
Oh, now there's appointment in there.
Yep. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then the funnel starts to reflect what's really happening in your business. But you got to keep those straight. So
that makes it where you don't have to go in and manually move someone. It does it.
Exactly. Now, listen to this. What are the different ways we can actually change that automatically? Click on this. There's your list. Scroll through this list. This is all the different ways we can automatically move those cards around. Any of those things can be used to automatically move a card around. And I recommend that you do it automatically when you can, but only in, so then go back to remember when I showed you the drag thing?
Yeah.
The drag is really just one of those it's just that one other way. I only use it in emergencies, or like, I really need a human to make sure this is done right before we actually kick this off. Because imagine you want some human intervention here before you drag this to, like, some other status that's going to automatically do something for you, right? So now you get to design your system to automatically send emails, right? You want to see one of mine for bounty hunters?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I always like to do this too. I always like to share this. You're like, oh, is this the right way? When I first started this, I'll show you what I had. It was for tickets for bounty hunters, right? I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, what kind of statuses would I want? I don't know. New ticket. That sounds pretty okay. New ticket, claimed and solved. That is what I started with. Over time, as I did business and wished I had another, look
It's
at what
got a
it's
load.
look at what it's turned into now. So I have a new ticket, but then I can go backwards and return it to the queue, or it's stale, or return to the customer, acknowledge that it's canceled. Oh, I put manual drag. I only do this. The only way I do this, and that's just telling me I don't do that automatically. The only way that this gets fired is if I, James Hurst, come in here and I know exactly what I'm doing and I drag it here. So I let myself know that's a manual drag only. Okay. Return to customer for status update. If I have a ticket that I don't know what the latest is, all I got to do is just drag that over there. All I got to do is just drag that over there, and I know that's kicking off an email. That's going to kick off an email asking them what's the latest on this thing. Okay? What if I need to return this ticket because I just don't think we can do it? This sends a different email. So I'm basically keeping track of all the different tickets. And then I can rebuttal claim, claimed, customer no-showed on the Zoom. We met once, but it's not done yet. Do you see how this grew over time?
Yeah.
Right? On day one, I didn't have a met once, but not done yet status. When that actually happened in my business, I came into pipelines. I came into here. I added another type of thing. You see what I'm saying?
And it just grew from there. Yeah.
I grew from there. It grew from there. That's the only way I know how to do it, really. Unless you're going to sit there and theorize and try to get it all perfect, but there's nothing, it's better to just organically let it happen and just one workflow at a time, one status at a time. And then there's payment complete. And then, hey, did they leave a review? Review completed, send to payment. Yes. So yeah, crazy, right? And so when the form comes in, it comes into new ticket automatically. So I'll show you. Remember what I was telling you about how you're going to combine a bunch of steps, right? So here's the first workflow of when a new ticket comes in. A ticket comes in, and there's that one little step that we talked about right there.
Yeah.
I put it in the on-demand pipeline in the new ticket stage. And from there, depending on the status, I'm moving it around. But see how it's just one step in so many other things, right?
Yep.
So this is where you're heading. You get to define, how do I want my business to work, and have all these processes, and then it's like, then you just moving cards around and taking care of people, and it's just, you're living the automated life.
Heck yeah. That's where I want to be, man.
Yeah. And then once all that stuff's automated, how much more deals can you handle, right? How much more in the flow of deals, the deal flow, it's much more easy to administrate it, right?
Yeah. You got me pumped, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. So yeah, I know we're out of time. I don't know. Do you have some more burning questions, or
yeah, dude.
I don't want to fire hose you too much, And I want you to feel like you got a ton of value as well.
Okay, so how do I get, let me show you the automation thing that I have tried to build myself, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
This is what I have built.
That's
basically great. I tried to set it up to where if I'll cold call someone, they're actually interested. They get put in as a new seller lead. It tags them as follow-up.
Can I interrupt?
Go ahead.
Yep. So scroll to the top. What first thing I notice is that you have nothing right here that kicks this.
I got to put them into it manually right now.
Yeah. So let me show you. So let's see here. So yeah. So right here, right? That's your. How are you putting them into it manually? Oh, you're going to this contact and adding them to the workflow like that.
Yeah, that's all. That's what made sense to me.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. So what you could do. Okay. I got something for you. What do you usually? You're going to put a name and email and phone in or something like that, right? Something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go over to. Let's duplicate this tab. Yep. I think I got something that you'll like.
Okay.
Okay. let's go over to forms. So anytime you're inputting information into the system, whether internally or externally through a form. So let's go ahead and get out of here, head back over. Okay. And let's go over to sites and let's go to forms. Do you have any forms yet? And then go to
No,
builder, go to builder. You got one form. You want to look at that or you want to just, let's look at it.
I don't
Somewhere
think anything's there.
okay, somewhere this might be being used, but we'll make a new one just so you know what it's like to make one from scratch. Okay, perfect. So let's just back out of that. I don't know. We'll just make one from scratch, okay? So create a new form. Yep. And let's go ahead and give it a name. So let's go to options here. What do you want to call this? Like, what would you call it? Cold call? Cold call input or something?
Yep.
Cold call new lead, whatever you want to call it. Yep, cold call new lead. Perfect. Okay, the real simple way to do this is just to do a message here. So that's fine. You can say thank you there if you wanted. Thanks. Let's go ahead and save what we got right now. I always like to save pretty frequently. And let's go back to fields. Now drag me out the fields that you're going to want to put in to kind of kick this thing off. What else? What else are you collecting? You know you can collect custom information from them as well. You have any custom information like how much your home is worth or those kinds of things?
I don't have that, but
Do you have one
I
in mind?
I do have first interaction.
Yep, first interaction.
And the way I want to deploy into that, I've seen some emails be sent out and be like, "Hey James, I've known you since this date.
Oh,
Why haven't you taken advantage of this?"
oh, okay. Well, I can think about that one. Let's just play with this for now, okay?
Okay.
Let's play with what we got for now and go ahead and hit save form.
All right.
Now hit integrate form and hit the link here and then click on this. This is the quick and dirty, this is the ugly way of doing this, okay? This is not embedded in a website that looks all nice. You could if this is just for you guys using it, then you could just save this as a bookmark, right? And just say, hey, this is where I put in my new leads, right? If you wanted to, yeah, no, I think you want to do the star possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the star. So, if you wanted to, you could put this on anglermarketing.com and put this thing in there and say Angler Marketing / cold leads form, right? But then, you know, maybe people from the public, maybe they've come across it or something. I don't know. But even if they do, who cares, right? So now you got this form, you got the submit button. Okay. Now go back to that workflow. Go ahead and keep this here because we're kind of working here. Yeah, make me a new tab or something. Is this it? This is it, right?
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, now check this out. Go to the top again, right here, and go to form. Search for form. Form submitted. I'm going to see if you can do it from here by yourself. Look at that. I always like to see what the next filter is. Always check that what the next filter option is. That will tell you, should I keep drilling down, right?
Okay, gotcha.
You don't want to filter stop filtering too early. Because then maybe it's like, imagine it's an appointment, but then you didn't say that it was confirmed, right? So you want to make sure that you keep drilling down until you're sure that you filter that thing properly, right? And then let's go ahead and name this properly. Do you want to put someone through this thing now?
Shoot, I'll put myself through here.
Yeah.
Except the only thing is, I don't know if the rest of this is done properly.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's go to settings real quick here. And let's just turn on allow multiples. This will let people come through it multiple times. You can always turn that off. Especially for testing though, especially with yourself, you kind of want that turned on. So hit save there. Come back to actions. I just want to look at this guy here. Scroll down a little bit. And I just want to look at this guy. Click on that guy. I just want to see who that is. Oh, sorry. Back out of there. Back out to here. Click on that little guy right there. Who is that? That's Alex. Okay. Yeah, if you're already in here and you try to go in again, it's gonna kick you out, just so you know. So we can go ahead and click on that. We can see what happens. Let's zoom. Okay.
This is one of my friends. He was testing
Okay.
it for me, so
Okay.
we can move him around.
You know what? Why don't you take him there if you want, and you could actually delete him out of here.
How do you?
You hit that, and that will actually get him out of that workflow.
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and put yourself through that form that we made and that we bookmarked, wherever that is. There you go. There you go. There's the thank you. Remember where the thank you came from when we put that in the settings, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now go back to that automation and refresh. And he might be sitting at the next wait condition. And we can go and take a look. You can go see. Yeah, so there he is, probably, right? There he is.
There I am.
There you are. And then if you go and look at this stuff, actually, let's go. Well, yeah, let's look at this here. What's the SMS? So first name, it's username over Engler Group. Okay, so let's cancel that. Cancel that there. Let's go ahead and make a new window for HighLevel, your HighLevel. Yep, and let's go check that contact record and just see what's going on with those. Actually, we'll just head over. Yeah, we'll head over to conversations.
Okay.
And we'll see. Is your text messaging set up and working? Did you get that working?
Man, it's barely working, bro.
Okay, well, if it's working, kind of. So let's, yep, and then go to all. And then right there, that's about the right thing, right? So what do you think? Does that look like it's working?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's working up to this point.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you're in business.
I gotta tweak this some more.
Tweak some tweaks. So are you not really focused on selling? Are you focused on selling this yet to other people? I forget. You're mostly just focused on using it, right?
Using it, and if it ends up working, you know, if real estate agents wanted to do it, you know, I might, but that's not. I'm not trying to make a business out of this. This would be like a side hustle thing.
A side hustle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is because someday that right there could easily be englermarketing.com that they're logging into. Right?
Gotcha.
So click here, settings. I just want to show you this just so your eyes are open to it. Click actually click here. Switch to agency view. Go to settings. And go to company. Right there. Follow those instructions right there. And that's how you get to change the domain. So you're logging into app.englermarketing.com.
Gotcha. This allows you to white label.
This is the white label domain. Yeah. And
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you see how I have add to client journey 1? So in my mind, any lead that comes through, I want to hit them with my personal brand email campaign. Should this be here, or should it be like here after they don't reply to a text?
Go back up to that. Wasn't that a math operator?
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, click on that. Add to workflow. Okay. Sorry.
Is that even the correct way to do this, or should it be adding to a campaign?
Sorry, can you just back up to where we started from this part again?
Back up to what?
Yeah, just back up to when we started on this new little idea.
Any lead that comes in, whether I input them into this workflow or a new one, I would like to add them into an email funnel that is pushing out content, personal brand stuff.
Yeah, so just like a newsletter or something.
Yeah, like a newsletter.
Yeah.
It maybe at the end, like this right here, if they don't respond at all, they don't click the link, nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to add them? Like, would I add them to a workflow? Is that what it is?
That's what it is. That's what it is. So you're
Okay.
actually on the right track. Well, I would name that better though. See how see that add to client in one journey. See how the name of the workflow, click on it, go ahead. See that here's where you pick the workflow.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So I would
So
just
I don't have that created yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So you could just if you wanted to just even make the name of it and put one little email or just enough to save it, then you could pick it here.
Okay.
But yeah, so then they're kind of coming through this thing and then you're kind of scooting them over this drip sequence, right?
At the
Where they're
same
just
time
gonna
as they're going through, yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You could just I would just you don't want to you could have them you could be bombarding them from multiple automations all at the same time. And so maybe just the timing, think about the timing of when it makes sense to maybe at the bottom of this thing, that's when you
Would add them.
whether for good or for worse, right?
Okay.
Whether they click on your links or don't, then think about the timing of when you put them in there. But yeah, that looks right to me. Now, if you come down, I just want to look at this trigger link here. Click on that trigger link.
So this is just to a Calendly call. I would
Uh-huh.
love to. Can you still see my screen?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I would love to have this link. I don't know if we can create this in HighLevel,
Uh-huh.
but
But
I would love to have the calendar scheduler look similar to this. This is
oh,
what I
really?
would love to do.
Yeah. That's going to be more of a CSS type thing. I don't know that yeah, that's doable. I think it's not. There's not a lot of people. I don't know. You could post in the group and say, hey, who knows how to make it look like this? But
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, definitely.
Or even if it doesn't look like this, but it's just,
It'll definitely be a calendar. I mean, you've seen my calendar, right?
yeah.
I mean, it's got a very. I mean, there's only so many ways you can make the calendar look, right?
But that, but that's how, I mean, is that what it would be, a custom calendar?
That's only listening for that click. It's only listening for the click at all. It's not listening for the appointment being booked. It's only listening for the fact, did they click that link or not? And let's go ahead and make a brand new tab. And I just want to inspect how you've set that trigger link up just to make sure that it is
You're
doing.
gonna roast me, bro.
I just want to make sure that it is going where you want it to go. So let's come out here. You got me a brand new thing, right? And then you're gonna head over to where? So marketing, I believe, and then trigger links, and then links. Okay, yeah, that works. But like I said, what you've asked in your workflow was only if they've clicked it. Is that what you want to know? Just if they've clicked it?
At this point, yes,
Uh-huh.
because if they clicked it, I'm gonna ask them, you
Yeah.
ready to roll? At
Yes.
the same
Perfect.
time that they,
Perfect. I can tell you eat up the cool automation stuff. That's what you're about. You like the weird, like, how did he do that? Like
yeah,
you love
dude.
I can tell you love it almost as much as me, probably more. So yeah, let's go look at that question. And when you ask that question, yeah, on the thing. So did they
Okay.
click it? Wait
So
to
I
click.
don't know if
Yeah.
this is set up right.
Yeah, I was gonna say is that you probably want to give them some time to click it. So then, oh, you did right there. Hold on. You wait to click trigger link. Hold on. Click
Is
on
that
that.
right?
Hold on. Let me see. Let me look at this from the bigger picture. So wait to click trigger link. Trigger link. Wait for timeout. You may want to put a timeout in there.
Okay.
Right? What if they don't click it? Then what do you want to do? Yeah. You're just gonna give them 1 minute to click it.
Well,
However long. It's up to you. Yep.
I'll probably
I might add that to the top here. Wait up to 1 day. Wait up to 1 day to click the trigger link. Cool.
Okay.
So then let's click on this. If it's clicked, did they click or reply? You can only ask one question at a time, really. So this is really just did they click? Not
Okay.
did they reply? Yep. Click link. Oh, I'm sorry. You did. I saw you were trying to do two things there. Sorry. Go ahead and
Oh,
yeah. So I do see that you actually had a or. So what do you got going on here? Sorry. So or reply. That might be dangerous to try to mix those ideas because the question is,
sorry, I'm like a mad
oh
scientist.
no, you're good. You're good. I'm sorry. Or reply. Reply to text or contact reply is yes. You could try that. I don't know. Let's try it. I see
Okay.
what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So the thing that you okay, yeah. So if they don't click the link, they're going to come down here. Or if they don't reply, I like that. Ah. But the reply, let's go look at your reply text. I don't know if I like this. Okay, go up a little bit. Because where's the question? Is this the where you asked them the question?
Hmm.
Just click the link. Yes, because now you kind of what's that wait? Is that wait for a reply to the text?
Hmm.
Wait for contact reply. Yeesh.
Is it doing too much?
I think it is, man. I think it's you're if you're confusing me a little bit, then I think it'll be hard to troubleshoot if something doesn't quite work as you expected.
Okay.
Because look, go ahead and click out of that or reply. I don't know, man. You know you could always test it, right? But yeah, you're mixing a couple of different things, and the system kind of needs to know it's it's kind of what am I waiting for? Am I waiting for the click or am I
I've
waiting?
noticed I've been running into issues right here.
Yeah, and you do have a double wait here. What's that wait again?
That's for the reply, and then this one is for the click.
Yeah. You know what you could do to simplify this on the brain, even if it's just for the brain, this might work. What you could do is if they reply, then you could have a tag them when they click the trigger link, tag them when they replied, and then check for the existence of different tags here. If this doesn't work, but yeah, you are mixing a couple of kind of challenging things here all at
Okay.
once. So,
Okay.
but nothing like testing it, right?
Yeah. What what do you think about like if they clicked, is this
Oh,
what do you think about this right here?
okay. So, have you made your update your opportunity before then? Did you did? Okay, so you did. So now go to the second time you're because you've already got it in there, I assume. What is this one doing? Hopefully it's not making it. So now you're this here is updating it. So you would be overriding anything you had previously, which is probably that's okay. Clicks trigger link, opportunity source user.calendar link. Okay. Okay. That's probably fine. So let's cancel out of that.
Okay.
Just realize, scroll up to the top. Just realize that when it hits that, whatever you had put, whatever you had put in here, yep, whatever you had put here, you're going to be overriding that. This is going to be gone now.
Okay.
If you want to keep that, then you would leave it blank when you updated it, and it will just keep what was there.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're making that decision further down. Am I gonna overwrite this, right?
Okay.
Or am I gonna or do I want to keep these things? Or maybe I could update it with this and just bring these things over with it, right? So
Okay, gotcha.
bring over username. Is that do you mean contact name or do you mean username? Because the users are going to be like your name, and the
Man,
contact name
I don't
will
even
be
know.
their name.
I don't know what's normal to put right here. I was just filling in stuff.
Yeah, so I think contact name is going to be the more common thing to put there. That's yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And like in my mind, I was thinking,
the
okay,
the
this salesperson called them from this number,
right.
but I don't know if that's
Yeah.
it'll already be assigned, right?
Yes, are you using the assigned workflow action in this workflow yet?
No.
Okay. Here, let's look at that. So go ahead and first thing when they come in, what you could do is make multiple calendars, right, for different people, and then do assign, right? Assign to user. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
So go ahead and see what you got for choices there. Yeah.
Okay.
So if this was Hannah's calendar, then you would assign it to Hannah. You could easily duplicate the calendars,
Okay.
right? Or forms or whatever.
Okay.
You can also round robin as well.
Okay.
Yeah, let's how do we do that? Cancel out of here. Oh, just click multiple people. Yeah, just click multiple people. There you go.
And it'll,
No, yeah, go ahead
wow.
and get back in there. There you go. There you go. So there's your round robins kind of stuff. I want to send one to Hannah, send the next one to Cameron, etc. Is that cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got more questions on that too.
Okay.
Because there's one other thing I've got to know how to do, like ASAP. But yeah, so we would split it equally, it'd go to each lead equally. Gotcha.
Yep. Yep. If you want to do a weighted, so do weighted. Let's say you're unevenly. So then you can say, hey, every 3 people send them to me, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's badass.
Yeah.
So this manual call feature down here,
Yeah.
like it tells me, you know, if they replied to "Are you ready to roll?" because they clicked on the link.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Did they reply yes or no? Here I'll probably add email. I'll probably bang them with a few emails at the end.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Now, so here's the thing. Also on this reply, there's 2 things you got to know.
Okay.
One is, did they reply at all with anything, right? So that's that. So I think, click on this in here, will you? Click on that.
Okay.
Okay. Contact replied, the word contact replied, is it yes or no? Does this say yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So did they reply at all, right? Now come over here. Now replied message is, yep. Did they reply the word, house? Is the reply itself is house or car. Does that make sense?
Or not ready, or
Not ready. Yeah. Select ready or house or hot or whatever. So
and
that's
it'll look for that word.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the slight distinction between, did they reply at all? Like, is the fact that they replied true? Yes, they did reply. Anything. Which is what you want sometimes. Other times, you're really looking for, did they say car, truck, boat? Now, how do I want to branch them based on what actually was in the message?
Gotcha.
Yep. So
This is
know about those 2 things and when to use them.
okay.
Yes. Cool.
So I really see. I broke it up. So so really, I could put all that in one rather than
possibly, yeah. Yep. Or
sick.
intent, or it looks like you're looking at intent.
Yeah,
right?
that's.
You're looking
I
at
tried
intent. Just
to.
intent is positive or negative. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. Which those results are hit or miss sometimes, but you can
I
try
was
them.
curious. Is it legit? Like,
Yeah.
or
I mean, it's worth a try. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Sure. Of course. Okay. I don't know.
but I could really put that here and just move this up there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got internal notification. New lead just replied to you, ready to roll.
Okay, hold on. What does this say? Her user first name, right? So that's going out to now that you've assigned the user, right? That's going to go to that assigned. That's going to be populated with the assigned user's first name now.
Okay.
Yeah. And you actually have assigned user set here. So in order for this to work, you have to have had assigned the user previously.
Gotcha.
Which we're now doing.
Okay.
I think, right? We got that up
Yeah.
at the top?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet. Then I have like so it texts me,
Mm-hmm.
it waits 2 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then this manual call thing, is this notifying me to call them, or is it automatically calling?
I feel like if you read this here, it creates a manual action for someone to manually call the contact. It's almost like a wait step. It's almost like a wait step. The way I don't actually use these a ton, ever, just for my business reasons, whatever. But for yours, it kind of does make sense, right?
Gotcha.
But yeah, I believe it's almost like a wait step that only gets cleared after you say I have manually called them, right?
Gotcha. So it puts it in there. You need to call this person.
Somewhere, but this is actually something I'm not super familiar with. But
Okay.
yeah, it looks like you go to conversations, manual actions.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
To look for them.
Okay.
Manual actions can be. Let's go look for it. I've actually not played with this. Let's go over to conversations and look for manual. Yeah, let's save any of that goodness. I want to see where this is talking about because that's pretty cool. Just I think it's still loading, possibly. Yeah. So go to conversations. Oh, I wonder. Oh my gosh, it's right there.
Boom, right there in front of our eyes.
Yes. So then you could come in the morning, right, and see all the people that are waiting for that manual call.
They said, I'm ready to roll.
I'm ready to roll. Now, day to day, if you're in business hours, you may not want to make a manual action. You may want to do an internal notification and say, this guy's ready to roll, get on the phone with him.
But just know, hey, I gotta do that.
It would be a text. If the faster, as soon as they're saying ready to roll, you probably like to. Yeah, so just go into your workflow, and as soon as they say yes, ready to roll, then that's going to be an internal notification to the assigned user, right? That hey, someone's. Oh, is that what you already have there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you already have that. Okay.
So it's good. Okay. So, okay. But you're saying maybe even take this off.
Well, no, let's see here. So I guess if they don't do this, then it's going to be waiting for them there.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll tell me who didn't call their lead.
Right. I'm trying to think through that though a little bit. That's going to text them. Yeah. Then they can say, I did manually call them, right? They're going to have to go to manual calls and say I called them with maybe some notes. I don't know what that looks like, but there'll be a way. So then you could keep going down this thing, and this will only get down to here if they've successfully that they've notified and cleared that they've manually called. Otherwise, it's going to be stuck right there. Is there a manual call dropout, like a timeout thing? Let's click on that. I don't think I saw one.
Nah.
Yeah, so they're gonna queue up right there in the automation until they get manually called, or they queue up there and you can say force to the next step, right?
Okay.
Force them to the next step, like we've seen that before, right?
What do you think about this, man? Is this decent?
No, I'm impressed. I think you sold yourself a little short on what you're able to do here. So
okay.
But yeah, you can see that the two of us are going to make it way better.
Let's go.
No, dude, you've got it. Yeah, I mean, you're already using some complex stuff, so congrats on that. I think that's great.
Coming from you, man, that means a lot, bro.
No, yeah, trigger links and wait steps and replies. Yeah.
I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time, but there is one more thing that is, it's basically going to make or break our business.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Whenever I get a lead, so I pay for leads through Realtor.com, Zillow. They come into my email to my regular Gmail, how can I use, I think it's the Fast 5 Lite or something like that, where it bangs them text, email,
Hmm.
and all that. How can I pull something that comes in as a form from realtor.com and
Mm-hmm.
pull them into this workflow?
Okay. Now this is a recorded call, but can you show me an example of one of these? And we can also blur after the fact. But
Yeah, man.
can you show me an
Hey, y'all better
example?
not be stealing my leads. Y'all hear me?
Show me an example of one of these leads.
Let's see. So like, it's like right here.
Yep.
Hang on. This isn't the best. It'll come in like this,
Okay.
and
Where
then
is okay. So where's the address? What's important to you in here? The address?
the address, the name.
Where's the name?
They didn't even fill one out on this
Okay.
one. Normally it does have. Oh, here it
This
is up here.
okay, okay.
That's kind of
Nice,
weird.
nice.
Most of the time it's not like that.
Show me
But
the most yeah.
let me see.
Is is that the lead's phone number right there?
Yep, and their
That's
email.
and the in the email. And are you telling me that you want to get these from this email here? You want to get this into your system automatically? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, and put them into a workflow
Yeah.
as soon as they come in,
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
so I don't lose them.
I know I know of I know of a way that might work. How about that?
Okay.
Yep. I know of a way that might work. I will after we get off this call, I will send you a video that will show you what I'm thinking about trying. You're welcome to try it on your own,
Okay.
right? Um and um and hopefully it works. Yeah.
It'll work. I believe in you, bro.
I don't have that kind of power to but the other thing is potentially these guys have a zap potentially. Like you could go out to Zapier, type in realtor.com Zapier, and maybe there's a realtor.com zap that would really make this easier.
Let's see.
So
I'm
Zapier
I'm looking right now.
and then no, actually do this Google search for Zapier and realtor.com together. That would be the easy way. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, realtor.com leads. Okay, see someone's on the same scent that you're on, right?
Okay.
Okay, look at that. Okay.
Should I click that? Open it
Yeah,
up?
yeah, let's look at it. I have realtor.com leads coming in, but it doesn't import the lead source. So when it gets in the CRM, it's blank. My leads rule workflow, love it. Email parser. Email parser is the way to go for realtor.com leads. Yep, that's the thing I'm going to send you once we get off this call. A little
Okay.
training on that.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, yeah. So email parser. So we'll see if that works. It's not necessarily easy, but it sounds like it's a big deal. And if it works, it's a big deal. So
Yeah, like if it works,
yeah,
I mean it
game
basically
game changer.
it lowers the cost monthly by about $400 of what I have to spend on leads.
Nice.
So
Nice. How does it do that?
well, because now I can buy shared leads and get them cheaper because I can beat out the competition for how soon I can get to them.
I got it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Sweet, man. Okay, so I will get you that video, and if you, I guess now you'd be going through my paid links. If you want to grab some more time, you can go out here for jameshurst.com.
Okay.
And if you wanted some more time, once you've saved up, that's my paid booking calendar. See, this is a calendar. This is a HighLevel calendar right here. Doesn't look super great, but yeah, I mean, 5-minute calls, $50,
Boom.
right? And then here you go. So click on that. Click on one of these, and you'll see kind of the more Grant Cardone style. That's where you kind of at least get your picker.
Yeah, here it is. This is it, man.
Yeah, this is So then click on one of these here, and then from there you pick your it's the same looking thing, right?
Heck yeah.
So you could start to you can start to use GoHighLevel calendars too.
Okay.
And like if you actually click a spot, you can actually take paid appointments here too, right? And then so you have then you can collect any special information with a custom form.
And you got the credit card at
And
the
then
bottom.
you take the payments at the bottom.
Love it.
Right. Also, we didn't talk about this. What's a required field? What's a not required field? So I'm just like, hey, where are you from? You don't have, it's not required. There's no little star there. Right.
Gotcha.
So when you're setting up your forms like we did earlier, there's a little checkbox, required, not required, right? And you know, phone and email are going to always kind of be required, but this other stuff, you can see it, not required, just curious, right? So that kind of thing. And then anything custom to real estate, you would just go make that custom field and put it on the form. Then you attach this form to the calendar, enable the check payment box, put the amount, and you're rocking and rolling.
Love it. Love it, man.
Cool. You're happy with that for $500?
It sounds good. Yeah. I mean, hell,
I want to make sure you're happy. You feel like you got your money's worth, or more.
Yeah. Now I just need to send you some money for any workflows that you think might be beneficial.
Yeah. You know what? I'll send you a snapshot. I'll give you some goodies.
Okay.
That one cool one I was working on.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Cameron, I'll look forward to your next appointment coming through, and hopefully it's sooner than later.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Thanks for taking my call.
And if these guys want to get in touch with you for your real estate stuff, where should they get a hold of you at? You got a website you can pull up?
Yeah, theengler.com, TheEngler.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Cameron Engler.
Nice.
Your real estate guy. Come on.
Pull it up on the website, but you're still sharing right here as we wrap up here. So pull up your site. And what do you specialize in? What kind of residential, commercial? Multifamily?
Man, everything. Residential, commercial. Also I'm getting into multifamily with Engler Capital. I'm all over the place.
What is it like? What makes you different, I guess, than the other guys? Look at that.
Man, I want to impact the world, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work harder than anybody else, answer my phone. Right? I'm ready to work.
You got that Grant Cardone fire in you. I can tell.
Let's go.
Let's go, right? Cool, guys. So hey, hit him up at theengler.com. Real estate coaching, real estate purchasing, buyer or seller, both?
Both. I work with anybody. Let's do a deal together.
Okay. All right, guys, get in touch with Cameron, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Advice given is for educational purposes only and may not be applicable to your business. You should know that the Marketing Show receives compensation through its affiliate relationship for the products and services it recommends. Thank you for your support, and we hope to see you on the next episode of The Marketing Show.